All right, we're live. You know, I just felt like there was a lot to talk about after round one, and it's the fucking Masters. So I wanted to hop on and talk about it with my best boy CP, like we're no laying up, like we have some official shit going on. Like, we're prominent minds and voices in the industry. Like, why can't we recap round one at the Masters?
Why not us, right? Look at us. What is that Paul Rudd clip? Look at us, man.
Yeah, no, I feel that way, honestly. Like, I look at us
Hey,
now.
everybody else does recaps and uh,
Yeah, what?
questions, live shows. I agree. I'd be down to make this a thing.
Like, for the majors, if we're
Right.
coming on to recap round one of the Valero or the Who Gives a Fuck Open, that's tough. I don't know if people are gonna vibe with that, but the Masters, I mean, it's a pretty big tournament, it seems like, correct?
Pretty big deal so far, for sure.
Are you at all a little jealous of your friend Steve Henn just vibed out at Augusta right now? Like, how do you feel? Just it's cold and rainy in Jersey. Are you a little upset?
It's a touchy subject. I'll just leave it at that.
Touchy subject, but it's better on TV. You could really get
Yeah.
the level changes and the undulation. That's everyone's go-to when they're like,
Yeah.
"What's so crazy about
TV
seeing?"
doesn't do it justice.
TV doesn't do it justice, the undulation, but we'll get there one day. We will.
Someday.
Absolutely. No question
I
about it.
might have to pay my way there myself.
Yeah. But the thing about seeing people at Augusta, it's like you expect them to be like this uppity, like rich person, and then you just see some total like dweebs there. And I'm just like, what are you doing? How did you get in? I feel like we should be in over some of these randos in the crowd.
I've also noticed more so than ever today, just like I don't know how to put this, but like a very vocal, part of the crowd that you would hear at, say,
Yep.
a Honda or the Waste Management, where from everything I've read and heard, like that is a total no-no at Augusta. And I tweeted about it. Someone yelled Brooksy at Bryson on 16. I'm sure the guy got tossed right away, but not even just that, just like, typical yelling you hear on a regular PJ Tour week, which I thought was, maybe Augusta's easing up on certain things, but I
Yeah.
was
Or it's
surprised to
just
hear someone
like
say,
they didn't get like penalized yet
yeah,
and they didn't know the vibe on Thursday and they're like, yeah, you're literally gone. But no, that makes total sense because you can't just say whatever you want at
no,
Augusta. It's like uncomfortable when you hear it, and I would never say it like at a regular event. So then to do it at Augusta, it just seems a little odd.
yeah.
But I think it was just like the first day vibes. They didn't know what they could and can't say, and they just few people probably got tossed. So let's get into it. We'll talk about Tiger Woods. I mean, there's no denying that
Yeah.
he is the greatest golfer of all time. I don't think 2 weeks ago, if you asked almost anyone in the golfing industry or just random people if Tiger would have shot -1 at the Masters 2 weeks, like I just don't think anyone would have thought it was possible. And seeing him on the leaderboard, it's just weird. It's just odd. It's just like we were out without him for so long, and then it just like boom, we'll fall back into it, and he's in contention. It's just unbelievable.
Very, very similar to I think it was either whatever the year the car accident was, the first car accident outside his house. It was either 11 or 09, where he just showed up at Augusta for we hadn't seen him in a year, and I think he tied for fourth. Same thing, though. It was like a very strange vibe around it. I can't put my finger on it. I know what you're kind of saying, but it does feel it's like a ghost is here
Yeah.
playing it. It's kind of wild. But yeah, I agree. 2 weeks ago, I would have said absolutely not. But as we got closer and as he said he was going to play and the practice rounds, I did think, he can get around Augusta probably better than anyone ever. So I was more expecting a 73, 74 today, kind of a grind it out. So the fact he's in red figures and on a day where under par rounds are pretty hard to come by is it's out of control. It's absolutely out of control.
And I was on a pod with our boy Jeff, and he brought up this great point that I was like, I love that take. I absolutely love it. I'm taking that take. When he was injured and when he was like rehabbing, all he could really work on was his short game. Obviously, he could go out to the range and stuff, but like for a while, all he must have been able to do was chip and putt. And that's what he did so well today. You know, the irons, he had some great shots, but he missed a lot of greens in regulations, but he made a lot of big putts. Like he putted better than a lot of guys that play on tour every single week. It's just unbelievable to see how much of a master of the game he is and how it really shows how Augusta, more than any other course, like if you have the experience and you're Tiger Woods, like it doesn't matter the condition you're in. As Wiley said, he could top 10 in a spacesuit. Like it just perfectly exemplifies how much experience is needed at Augusta. And, you know, he showed it perfectly today.
He did. Still got the hands, as he said. You know, and this is the place he can plot around. He knows, you know, he knows like the back of his hand. When I saw him hit iron off of 3 today, I think it was, you know, that's like, it's wide open. Everyone can hit a driver and you got an easy chip. He hits an iron. He's just, I'm telling you, he's probably just thinking like, I'll just do my thing here. Let everyone kind of crap themselves around me. And if I can just, you know, move a little bit forward every day, I'll be there on Sunday and get up and he can get away with the shitty drives this week because he can scramble here.
Yeah.
He won't be able to get away with that at a U.S. Open, I don't think, for the rest of his career. But here, he absolutely can. It's fascinating to watch for sure.
Yeah, and I think, you know, he's, you know, already proven, you know, everybody wrong in a sense. And then I think the real marker would be like where he finishes the end of the week and if his body can hold up. The first thing he said in the interview is, I'm going to need a lot of ice tonight. So look, I think he's going to make the cut.
I just wanted to make the cut because Will Morgan.
Yeah, I bet that, you know, I thought that was like a pretty easy bet. And, you know, I've been kind of told I've been a Tiger hater before, completely erroneous on both counts. And I could have went into this week and I could have been like, no, he's probably going to miss the cut. The bet is to miss the cut. But I took the words from the grounds. I took what I saw with my own 2 eyes and said, this guy's not missing the cut. So I'm proud of myself. This is the first pat on the back. Chris, we're patting ourselves on the back.
It's the only thing I got right now.
We are patting ourselves on the back today. So I'm happy that I was able to, you know, maybe put, you know, I think for content, Tiger's going to miss the cut. Absolutely. Like, I think that was an easy thing to say. Turned out, I don't think he's going to miss the cut. So let's go into kind of our biggest surprises today, good and bad. I'm going to start and say the biggest surprise for me today would be Cam Smith, you know, shooting -4, you know, doubled the first and the last, whatever, made 7 birdies in between. But for him to go from winning the Players, the biggest non-major on tour, you know, just an absolutely amazing performance, and then take 3 weeks off and then go to Augusta, a place that he's had success at before, and just, I wish I like -4, whatever. He was -6 at one point, easily had the solo lead. Like, to do that was just extremely impressive. And I think, again, like Scotty, same token, people are like, they're running too hot. They can't keep it up. What do? They're both in the top 5 after day one. Like, I just think people need to stop doubting hot golfers that are literally top 5 golfers in the world. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, I was going to add Scotty to your point, but yeah, couldn't agree more. I remember Pat Mayo saying something maybe last year that kind of stuck with me. And I think it was during either Neiman's run or Webb Simpson's run, when he was like, I love a guy who just finished second that's also really good at golf. And that was Neiman or Webb. And because everyone wants to fade the guy the next week, like that's how I felt about Cam and Scotty this week for sure. But sometimes when you're running hot, you're running hot. And it was more than the number, the teens, Scotty getting down to the teens, Cam getting down to the teens. It's tough to swallow, but sometimes you just got to lay your nuts on the table and go big on one of those guys when they're running hot. I did not do that. Congrats to all who did. I hope it ends well for you.
Yeah. So like, I I would want, I'm not going to lie to anybody. I would want nothing more in the world than for Cam Smith to win this week. I mean, I would retire almost from, just content. I wouldn't have a good take. I called it in December. I have 2 big tickets on it. I really want Cam to win. And I absolutely love that he's not leading after day one. You never want the guy going wire to wire. Obviously, he did it at TOC, but I think if Cam shot -6 today, I would feel worse about my chances because, as we know in golf tournaments, it never comes down to 2 strokes. Like you never like, oh, those 2 strokes were fine. Like I'm good on that. Like it never comes down to 1 or 2 strokes at the end. So I'm sure the 2 double bogeys today like won't mean anything on Sunday.
That is still the most out of control thing I've ever seen. Bookending double bogeys, something you only see out of us on Saturdays and Sundays, but impressive. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. The fact he still shot 4 under is crazy. Are you worried at all that, I mean, may have blew his load today a little bit, playing that well and wasting 2 holes with double?
I don't think so. I think the double bogeys like kind of kept him in check a little bit.
Yeah,
like if he genuinely shot -7 today, like I would be like, okay, I don't know, but he gained 5.5 on approach. Lost a little bit off the tee, no question, and he only gained a little bit less than a stroke putting. So like, I think the putter is going to get a little bit hotter, and I think the biggest concern with Cam, the biggest concern would always be, can he? Because when he gets on with the putter, he's so on. I think hasn't reached that yet with the putter this week, and he was just hitting putts right in the center of the cup.
I love how aggressive he is too. You gotta love that. I think it was on 18 where I ended up betting Neiman live first round leader, hoping Cam would screw up, and he rammed that par putt up the hill past 10 or 12 feet. A lesser man might have tried to cozy it up there and save the bogey, but he went after it. I was pretty impressed by that, even though it led to a double bogey.
Yeah. Like really, really tough double there. And then another thing about Cam is that he kind of has the favorable draw, as we say. So, he's going, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's going.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. I've seen 50 different takes that it was early late was the draw, but now it's late.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a favorable draw. All the guys in the afternoon is, but also who knows? Like it was windy this afternoon. It wasn't like people were scoring. Like I don't know if it's going to be that crazy. I'd be happy with -3 or -2 from Cam, but we got to talk about our leader, Sungjae Im. I mean, people say, experience, might not like throw out the November Masters. Sungjae Im, Cam Smith, Dustin Johnson. How you like that one, guys? How you like that one? That is the 1, 2, 3 of the November Masters. So guys just kind of figure it out here. But Sungjae honestly hasn't been playing great golf. And
that's when you got to strike. I'm pretty upset. Obviously, I'm upset anytime I didn't bet the leader, but you got to strike when just like we talked about, you got to strike when the guy's hot. You also got to strike when the guy's cold because pretty good.
Yeah, no. So if there's anything to learn, just always play guys that are out of form and always play guys that are in form. Just do both, and you really can't go wrong. But Sungjae, I think the thing about it is just it's a perfect, just a numbers drift. It was a pure numbers play, and he had some. Obviously, he was top 3 at the November Masters. Like it's not like he hasn't had experience at Augusta.
He was. I know it's early, but he was the forgotten elite of this year. It seems like.
I mean, first round leader 70-1. I mean, our boy Todd hit it. Our boy Jeff hit it. Just a absolutely immaculate call. Just really great stuff. I love Sungjae, but he just wasn't good recently, so I wasn't gonna bet him, and that's okay because we can't bet everyone. Can't bet everyone. It sucks. It sucks that we can't bet everyone. But just kind of going into the day, what are you kicking yourself on your outright card about a little bit Like right now, like what are you like? I wish I did that. Is there a world is there a world in which you have a guy at the top right now, or was it never in the cards this week?
I guess I would say Dustin, but
Yeah.
I was all Brooks all the time. Months ago this week. Really disappointed with the way he played on the back nine. I am like distraught over it. I've got Neiman, so that's good. I've got Cantlay. I think someone mentioned he was 25-1
He
on
made bogey on the last.
Koepka did, yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't
I
even see that.
he almost holed out on 9, and I was like, here we go. He's gonna get to 4. We're gonna be right
Maybe,
where we want to be.
maybe a little first round leader.
And,
Those are the best when you're like, he's gonna be
yeah.
no, he's in 60th place.
And he 3 putts 11 after a great approach. He bogeys 12. 13, he's got a 6-iron in his hand. He puts it in Rays Creek, bogey there. That is an embarrassing bogey. And then, 15 is not an easy birdie anymore. Pretty wild how quickly that changed. So, when you're always banking on guys, all right, we'll get 13 and 15 later. We'll get some birdies there, and then Brooks ends up playing them in 1 over. Then he bogeys 17 and 18. Just I'm really upset about that. And I have Neiman and I have Cantlay, and the payouts will be good, but the Koepka thing is a long way to go. But
I would say absolutely throw Brooks out the window. Your guys you got guys in the hunt. Like that's fine. Like you got dogs ready to party.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't be, if Brooks was, your only guy, and you're like, he's the only guy I got right now, and now he's C60, that would tough. So I had a decent wager on him. So I'm on this random local book, and all the elite guys were over under 72.5 first round score. And I was like, these are literally free money. So I didn't like a DJ, and I have a friend that just bet all the unders. I don't think those did super well, but I bet Brooks under. That didn't hit. I thought it was gonna hit. Counted the money, didn't hit. And then JT. It's almost like the curse of the tips this week with JT and Brooksy. I mean, those are easily the 2 most popular bets this week, and for great reason. And they have no chance to win this golf tournament. And people get it's fucking Thursday. Brooks and JT have 0 chance.
You had to get back to 1 over or even. You can't be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they go out. I mean, Brooks goes out in the morning, right? I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the good wave is, but
like at best, like either of those guys are like -1, at most -2 tomorrow. And then I would say the lead going into the weekend is probably like mine. Yeah. I was 7 or 8. I think it's, my meteorologists are talking to me and they're saying it's going to blow. It is going to blow. Look, JT, I did not track his round. Like I didn't.
I didn't either. I mean, who wants to track a
just kind of gave up. But there's really not that many guys that he beat. Let me pull up okay, where is he? There's not many guys that he.
You're on Zalatoris, right? Aren't you?
Yeah. So I'm kind of okay. He lost 2.6 on approach. And
Zalatoris did?
No. JT. I still want to talk about JT. So I because we know where our thought process is and outrights like all week. Like I wanted to bet DJ. Like if I got a 20 on him, I would have bet it. Like full stop. But his number never moved. Like his number just never moved. And that's fine. And I never bet it. But like the play, obviously, but I was never considering it, so I'm not upset about it, was to be like, I'm not betting JT. I'll start my card with DJ. So I was never betting JT and DJ, and I was betting JT, even though I bet him late in the week. Like I was betting that. So I'm not upset about not playing DJ, even though he's probably the best outright you could have taken at the top of the board, like 100%. So that's a little upsetting with me, but it's not like I was choosing between JT or DJ. I did write up Dustin Johnson in my DraftKings article as my favorite play at the top, and I did start a lot of lineups with him. So I have a little bit of exposure there. But DJ, I mean, I think Vegas knew in a sense, do not drift this guy's number because he is dangerous right now. And the form he was in leading like into the Masters was just really excellent. And I think, again, it was a situation where the number was just hard to swallow. Not really if you weren't betting JT, which a lot of people
amazing.
were.
The two in front of the odds gets you every time. The 20-1. Once they get in the teens, you just can't do it. I feel the same way. If he was 20, north of 20, would have been hammer time. Probably would have done that instead of Cantlay. Still like where Cantlay is. 25-1 is great, but yeah, if Dustin was in the 20s, I would not have been able to hold back. So,
you know, go. What were you saying?
No, it's only Thursday, so
it's only Thursday. We like to have a little fun with our friends on the pod. Absolutely 100%. If Andy was on this pod, he'd say, I love the position Cantlay's in. So you got to love the position your guys are in. I want to talk about Will Zalatoris because I had a realization today, Chris. My realization today is that I'm going to be betting Will Zalatoris in every single event he tees it up in until he wins.
I felt that way as well recently, and I guess I didn't do it. I had him at the match play. Obviously, don't have him this week, but I would agree with that that sentiment wholeheartedly. I think he's in that territory now.
I wouldn't play him at RBC. Like anytime it's half a fit, Zalatoris is on the card. I don't care the number. He is just so talented. T2 Green, like it's actually unbelievable. And I tweeted out, it's not a big deal. I know these guys are fucking professional golfers, but he hit a 3-wood 317 yards.
He's got all kinds of pop. It's unbelievable.
There are a select, I think, Rory, DJ, maybe Rahm, maybe like Cam Champ. Those are like the only guys that can do that. Like that is not a thing that guys have in the bag. They can hit their 3-wood 317. It was just an unbelievable shot. And I cannot quit him because he should have a win on tour. And I don't care if I have my heart broken. I'm betting Will Zalatoris every single week that it's a decent course fit. I won't bet him at RBC, but anything else, I'll be on Zalatoris.
It's McNeely next week. For sure. But yeah, I'm with you. Every week he tees it up, I will be on him, even if it's like plus 900 or something, and he's the favorite somewhere because he's the only big player. So I'm with you. He's the poster boy for the the parroted take of if he just has a decent putting week.
Yes.
In the fantasy game. So he's our boy.
I've fallen victim to it. Like I'm fully enamored by him. So he actually he was an even putter day, gained 2.1, and he gained around the green. People were questioning his around the green game, gained 1.5 around the green, and then his approach and off he had some really bad drives on 17 and 18. He's -3, -2. He's still T10. Look, I'll be on. I have $300 on him top 20. Like I have a lot of money on him top 20. Like you got me. Okay. Like I need him. Every single podcast I went on, they're like, what's your lock? I'm like, Will Zalatoris top 20. I need it. Like it's not about the money for me. It's about
that's of course.
Like my people took my plays. Like I want them to win money too. And then my other max play was Shane Lowry. He's +1. He's literally one shot out of the top 20. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, he was fine today. Like, he went eagle birdie and then, made a double.
He did.
Okay. I think on 15.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
So now we have Colin Morikawa, Jordan Spieth, Shane Lowry, and Brooks all going into the water on Rae's Creek. Do you have any insight as to why it is so easy to put the ball in Rae's Creek this week?
Well, since I've never been to Augusta, I don't have any insight on that, but I don't know. I guess what I noticed with the Brooks shot is like, I feel like they are really trying to just land it on the front and be perfect and get that, good look at eagle. I've never understood what's so wrong with going over. Again, I've never played it, so I wouldn't know. But going a little long, you got to chip it back towards the creek. I get it, that creates a little doubt, but I'd rather be long, secure the par pretty much than try and be extra perfect and then end up in the creek, and then you're chipping 4 from the other side still. So yeah, that's what I noticed on the Koepka thing. The Morikawa one, I think he just hit a shank. He said
It was like, I would
he
say
had
that
a
was
mud ball, which is like a total no. I thought you were not allowed to say that either at Augusta. Mud ball, I think it's like
Grom said it too.
yeah, I think it's like some kind of matter something, like the science term. I forget what it is. But yeah, you're not allowed to say that. But Spieth got away. Spieth's going to get away with it, of course. But yeah, I guess it's just trying to be pinpoint perfect with a 6 iron or a 5 iron, and
just club up. Like
just club up,
like,
hit it over.
Like I've broken 90 once. Like I know a thing or two about golf. Like, bro, just be a little long with it, dude. But
I tell myself that every year in April when we start playing is do not be afraid to club up. And then you get towards the summer and you're trying to be a hero and
it's warmer out.
But it's warmer out. The ball's going further, but you should still always club up.
Always club up. If everyone clubs up, we have a little more pop in our bank account. So I don't think anyone's ever done this before, but if you go on Data Golf and you look at the guys that are playing well tee to green but not putting, you live bet them. I don't think anyone's done that before. This is a new thing, but I'm doing it right now. And someone I bet on 95-1, Tyrrell Hatton is leading the field tee to green.
Yeah, I forgot I'm on him. What is he, even? Right?
He's even par. He gained that. Leading the field tee to green, lost 3.3 putting. Showdown, matchups, live bet, live top 20, live top 10. Tyrrell Hatton. I just invented. I literally just invented this new thing to do. And you look at who hit the ball well and didn't putt, and you think that it changed. Second is Cam Smith. His putter was good today. I'm confused as to how he only gained one. Maybe that 3 putt on 18 kind of did him in. I'm good, and probably the double on 1. I don't know what happened there, but that was a little tough.
Yeah, I didn't see the double on 1, but I love that. I love that scientific approach you've got there. I might have to blindly tail. Maybe live bet. I am on Hatton, and it always works out when you double down on a guy at bigger odds. So maybe I'll do that too.
Yeah. Some guys at the top of the leaderboard, no surprises. Corey Connors, chalk of the week.
Chalk of the week. It makes me upset when these chalky guys play well. I know it shouldn't.
Yeah. I just did it. I played Cam, and of course, I'm playing DraftKings this week. I made my first lineup during the week, in Chad's contest, and I just did it right away. And of course, that's my best lineup. Because I started, it's fine. It's okay. I'm not upset about it. So we got Corey Connors, T7, no surprise. Cantley made a charge at then. Jason Kokrak thought he didn't care about the PGA Tour anymore. Heard that on podcasts. Confused a little bit. Neiman, ball striking bastard. And then Danny Willett. Who says experience doesn't matter at Augusta? Danny fucking Willett, T3.
Amazing. Was on him at the Honda, putted like shit, and then he made the blacklist. So another coulda, shoulda, woulda, Willett.
No, classic. You bet Danny Willett at the Honda. Why weren't you on him at 300-1 at the Masters? That's a real shame. Those are my favorite tweets.
Yeah.
I played
5 weeks ago.
I was on him 5 weeks ago for a top 20, and I bet him in a round 1 matchup. How did I not get there? It's yeah, okay. Whatever. So someone I'm proud that I touted. Matt Fitzpatrick finished.
He did
finish. Yeah, he made a birdie on the last, I believe. He's -1, And then someone I touted Webb Simpson. Okay. I
Oh, yeah.
touted Weber. You look at the course history, top 20 at last 4 years, short hitter, doesn't matter, -1. HV3, I mean, just
You touted him?
no, I didn't. But he played well. I was just,
Played great.
and Tony Finau -1.
Yep.
Tony, he got up for Augusta. There's no denying that. And then, okay, Cam Champs is objectively for a PGA Tour golfer, like not that great.
Yep.
But he dominates Augusta.
He does?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yes. Cam Champ is
He wasn't
T19.
straight up good in the majors, I feel like, too. I was on him at Harding Park last year. I was on him.
Harding
2
Park 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago, Chris. No, Cam Champ's been good at the Masters. So I'm writing in my notes for next year.
You're right.
Yeah, 19th, 26th, and another top 20 this year. So play Cam Champ. That's in the notes. Do you have any notes after round 1 at Augusta? Just things you kind of picked up on as to, what you want to, for next year, something you regret, something you noticed a little bit after round 1.
Maybe this isn't the week to zag, perhaps, because it looks like the zigging is going pretty well for the squares, the Corey Connors pickers of the world.
No, I think it is the week to zag.
You do.
The 2 most tipped golfers.
JT and
Brooks. So that, like, if you zag, you probably zag onto DJ a little bit.
I zagged onto Max Homa, if anyone cares. And
what did he shoot today? Because he guaranteed he would make the cut with your boy.
He did get with my boy Dan Katz.
+2. I mean, that's okay.
It's okay, and he played better than that, which is unfortunate. I really thought I was kind of fading his majors record, which is downright abysmal. I think he has like 1 made cut and 9 majors, and it was like a T40 last year. So you got to start somewhere, and I was hoping it'd be this week. Maybe it still is. Bet him top 10 to win. Seems to have the game for Augusta National, but a couple mistakes late got him. He bogeyed 18 too. Hit in the water on 12. Like, God.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Just club up. I don't know. You can get up and down from behind that green, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, Zalatoris he made an amazing putt on 18. I don't know if you saw it, but what? Everyone seems to hit a bad drive on 18. I don't know what it is, and I'm not like, I have no stats to back this up. I watched the fucking golf tournament. A lot of people hit really bad drives on 18. Full stop.
Not Sungjae. Seed down the middle. But I totally agree. It is amazing. It's like you think your guy's got like a set 68 locked up, and then he makes double because he just can't. Spieth hooked it left, Tiger left, everyone else goes right, and they're in the shit. I think it's a tight shoot. Again, never been there, so I wouldn't know, but it seems like a tight shoot.
Total tight shoot. It's just a tough fairway to hit, and Augusta obviously has pretty easy fairways to hit. They're massive. You see some of these landing areas, and it's just like you could land a plane on them. But
I don't know how anyone misses the fairway. Especially anyone I bet on. Hudson Swafford lost a golf ball today on the 5th hole. I know that because I had him top 10 after round 1. I think he shot like 78. But I don't know how you lose a golf ball there.
So how active were you in the live markets today?
Not at all. I emptied the clip yesterday and told myself I was going to live with it. So that's where we are now. When
you just said you live bet
Neiman because Paul Casey WD'd, so I got the money back. I bet on Paul Casey. That was the only live bet, just Neiman first round.
Oh no, I you just said you bet Hudson Swafford live top 10.
No. That was pre-tournament. Top 10 after round 1 pre-tournament.
Okay,
Neiman was the only live bet. And when Tiger makes the cut and I get that money that I'm already counting, I will.
Yeah, count that money.
It'll be Friday night live.
The Casey people, I don't think anyone's listening to this, so I have some friends in the industry, and they were a little upset with me about I made some comments about Paul Casey, and I just, I don't.
Elaborate. I saw the elaborate reply.
Yeah, we're fine now. I got a call from Wiley. Wiley called me. We were chatting. Like, people play high stakes DFS, so like I apologize. Most people don't. If you played them in $100 like whatever, like that's fine. I understand it's painful for people that play a lot of money, but like at the end of the day, like I don't know how you play a guy that literally withdrew 2 tournaments in a row and didn't give a single fuck about withdrawing at the match play. Like it's just tough. It was just a tough call there.
Giving away free points and killing Alex Noren. Pretty unfortunate stuff. So yeah.
Noren would have won. People forget that.
Say it again.
Noren would have won the match play.
And then he would have been here, and we would have bet him again at the Masters. So
yeah, that would have been a good bet. So I'm looking at golf right now, and they told me I can spend my money on my Cam winnings because they are giving Cam Smith the highest chance to win the tournament at 14%. Im and DJ. Oh, no. So Cam Smith 14% to win. Sanjay 11%. Scotty 11%. DJ only 8.6. Wow. I'm gonna look right now. I would literally bet a lot of money that DJ is the live favorite to win this golf tournament.
I just checked. He's Cam's plus 550, DJ's plus 600.
So they're saying Cam.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm counting my money. I think I'm gonna get a new wedge set, I believe. Okay. But
you were those are some crispy wedges in the blizzard we played in.
Yeah, I don't need new wedges. I need nothing for my new golf bag, so it kind of sucks. Might just have to start investing. So we did the pod. It was fun. I want to know who you think is going to win the 2022 Masters and is going to put on the green jacket at the end of the week.
Patrick Cantlay would be my pick, not just because I bet him, but because
he's in a good spot.
Nice late flurry, gets to go off early tomorrow, keep the momentum going. Great spot, 2 under. Kind of just quietly went about his business all day. I think that's kind of why I bet him. So very excited to watch tomorrow morning, and I think it's going to be Patrick Cantlay.
Love it. I'm also going to say someone that I bet a lot of money on, and I think Cam Smith's going to win. I don't see any way he doesn't win, and I'll be set for life. Sanjay not winning, Scotty not winning, DJ absolutely could.
I'll go there with you.
But DJ, yeah, he can win. I'll tell you that much. Dustin Johnson can win.
I think he could. Dustin.
Like, kind of hot take, but like DJ's dangerous this week. But I appreciate everyone who checked out the pod. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy life to come, just vibe out, talk Masters. It's always a pleasure. Looking forward to our golf friends coming up, and I hope you have a great night. And I just want you to think of me tomorrow when I wake up and I go into work and I have to do a million things. And I'm underwriting and I'm like maybe checking a score every once in a while. Like when you're just literally just vibing, watching golf, just think of the little guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be another grueling day for me at work. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to walk downstairs, sit on the couch, open the laptop and, type pretty much. It's going to be a bloodbath here at 4 Burroughs Avenue.
I just typed that into Google. I have that ready to go.
I do the whole thing, but that would have been stupid.
Yeah, no, we're good. Chris, a pleasure as always. Appreciate everyone who checked it out. Hope everyone has a great night and hope everyone wins their bets this week. So I'll see you tomorrow. I think I'm going live with Tout if I don't have plan. Like if my friends are like, we're hitting the bars.
It's Friday night.
I'm gonna hit the bars. But like if I could do a quick recap, I'm down.
Tiger's gonna make the cut. You got to make it rain at the bar on some Heineken tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.